Jerry. So today's Wednesday, and we're going to talk about growth. So again, the context of why do you exist? So this is a business development. This is a video for small business owners, kind of leaning into the why do you exist? And so one of the reasons that we exist and the seasons why we exist. So yesterday, Tuesday, we talked about sustainability versus scalability. There's seasons where, you know, the reason you exist might be just to maintain. And there might be seasons where you're like, we really want to scale. And so scaling requires growth, right? And so growth requires tension or stress, which makes total sense in the gym, right? So we were talking about yesterday, we were talking about Connor getting back into the gym and some accountability that he asked me to help him, like stay the course, get in the gym, stay in the gym, and continue to go through your workouts. Well, good work, like we all know this fitness-wise, good workouts require you to put stress on your muscles, right? Stress on your muscles equates to growth. Well, personal growth works the exact same thing, right? So David Booz, one of our ops guys, one of the things that he wants to work on is listening. Right? He wants to be, two things that he talked about. One is API, which is assume positive intent, and the second is listening. Well, the best time for him to work on listening is when he's under a lot of stress, which I noticed in one of our leadership meetings on Monday. He was under a lot of stress and he went off on a rant where he wasn't listening to the rest of us. And so we have a relationship where I was like, all right, so one of the things I observed is when you got really heated, you started talking, you started ranting on a topic, but you weren't listening to any of us anymore. And he's like, yeah, that's true. And so, okay, so you were under stress, and the stress resulted in you doing behaving a certain way that you didn't want to behave, which is, right, a growth opportunity. So now one of the things that David and I are working on is like now maybe stress is a trigger that reminds you, hey, take a deep breath, because my behavior, usually when I'm under stress, which I do the exact same thing, if you guys have been around me, right? You put me under stress, Connor, and I go off. And when I go off, I ain't listening. I'm doing a lot of talking. Connor's got a big smile on his face, right? Because like I can take a room, and if I get pissed, I'm not listening, right? Nervous laughter. So I'm the same way as Booze, right? So I know that emotion is something that triggers me to not listen. And so again, but going back to the gym, it's like, well, that's good then. So if you put me under stress or distress, right? Where I'm distressed, then all of a sudden my poor behavior as far as me ranting or my language changes, right? Anyway, point being, growth requires tension and stress. So more to come on this tomorrow.